And back for another video. So today, and I apologize in advance, I just wanted to add a little bit of levity to the conversation surrounding this last weekend in Charlottesville. Well, I was just browsing around online and I came across The Root. Now, disclaimer, I'm going to be poking fun at The Root. TheRoot.com is a website for black people, but that does not mean I am poking fun at black people. Okay, I might. But I'll poke fun at white people, yellow people, purple people, and pink people too, just to balance things out, you know? So, let's get started. Let's see if I can figure out when this, this was from Monday. The author, you know what? I'm not even going to mention his name, their name, because I imagine that they may be feeling some embarrassment for this article by now, and this is Wednesday, so he's had a couple of days to get some feedback from this, which is odd because there's only 2 comments at the bottom. But anyhow, let's get started with this article titled, "For Black People Who Have to Deal with White People This Week." Yeah, for black people who have to deal with white people this week, after Charlottesville. Alright. Bruh, and when I say bruh, I don't mean it in a sexist, gender erasing way. I mean it as an introductory phase, like how people from Florida start their sentence with fam, or people from New York start their sentence with son and end them with b, or how people from everywhere start their sentences with nigga. Really? Okay. To be honest, I wanted to start this off with my nigga, but I know people are reading this because, but I know white people are reading this because nosy. Sorry, there's none of this on the text on the screen. That's my own little piece there. But apparently we're nosy. So, anyway, my nigga, I know the past weekend was tough for all of us. There was a terrorist automobile attack in Charlottesville, Virginia by a radical Caucasian fundamentalist. A terror cell beat a man because he was black. In addition to Charlottesville's sequel to The Purge, police officers in Euclid, Ohio had an impromptu MMA match with a citizen. Now, I'm not exactly sure of the stories he's referring to, but they probably didn't make mainstream news, as I will acknowledge a lot of violence and police brutality against blacks don't get reported. Even though the leftist media does like to blow it out of proportion sometimes, for whatever reason they always seem to miss Chicago every weekend, week in and week out. It's crazy. Maybe I'm just seeing things skewed, completely out of perspective. Believe it or not, I'm genuinely concerned about police brutality against blacks, against anybody, actually. Any violence perpetrated against anyone, I'm concerned about. It's wrong. Okay, so, he goes on. He says, "This week is going to be hard. Unlike the supremacists who can simply refuse to deal with people they don't like, black people who need a break from dealing with toxic whiteness get no break because being black in America offers no respite." Respite. My bad. Really? A black man can't go to his own home and get away from all the toxic whiteness out there? A black man can't be in his own hood hanging out with his nigga's house, or at the other house, or at mama's house, or at the chillin's house? Okay, I know I'm going a bit overboard there, but no respite, huh? So this toxic whiteness invades your personal space? Does it invade your safe space too? My goodness. So, many of you had to climb out of your beds this morning, watch the coverage of the President of the United States of white America equivocate about white supremacy, and then go to work, school, or the grocery store, surrounded by the people who voted for Donald Trump, support white nationalism, or simply think mayonnaise is more important condiment than hot sauce. Wow. all of a sudden my preference to mayonnaise over hot sauce makes me racist against blacks. Oh, it makes you racist against blacks too. But only if you're white. I mean, if you're Asian and you prefer mayonnaise over hot sauce, well, if you're, any other race and you prefer mayonnaise over hot sauce, what if I prefer white chocolate over black chocolate? Or dark chocolate? My God, I'm really stepping over the bounds today, aren't I? Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Instead of lashing out at these people or calling in sick, we've compiled a list of white people you may encounter this week and how to deal with each of them. Oh boy, that doesn't sound too good, does it? Okay, first on the list, the proud Trump supporter. One thing you'll find about many white people is that they have no chill. That's right. Grrr, no chill here, baby. They will text you at your mother's funeral and tell you they really need you at the staff meeting tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't do it to anybody else, but if you're black and you're my coworker and you're at your mama's funeral and there's a meeting tomorrow, I'm going to text your ass, make sure you're going to be there right in the middle of your funeral. Okay, they'll make a joke about police brutality the day after a black boy has been killed, which in academic circles is called every day. Well, yeah, unfortunately, black kids are killed every day by the police. Really frickin' sucks. I'm not making jokes about that. You know who kills more black kids than the police do? Other blacks. That's no laughing matter either, I wouldn't think, but we can forget about that in this case. So, to continue, they'll wear their Make America Great Again hat the day after a deadly white supremacist rally. Yeah, I'm not sure I would ever wear a Make America Great Again hat. I think it's stupid. America is great. You don't need to wear a hat to prove that point. The fact that Lil Wayne, and according to Lil Wayne, grew up poor, dirt, flat, broke, and is now a multimillionaire with how many degrees? More education than your average black person, I can guarantee you. And he's against feminism. That must be due to education. He's against Black Lives Matter. Oh my God, a black guy with common sense. Okay, we should just stop right there because I can see that the rest of the article is just going to get better and better. You already know that Trump supporters are less educated, according to Pew Research. So, you should stoop down to their level of education. Preface every sentence with, I'm going to talk slow so that you can understand. Yeah. Spell out big words. Yes, over-enunciate when you talk to them. I love it when people do that. Whenever they have to do a simple math problem like 2 plus 3, hand them a calculator. Okay, so in other words, after Charlotte, this weekend's going to be tough for everybody. So when you run into white people, just belittle them, condescend to them, speak very slowly because they're rubes who can't understand you. And make sure that whoever happens to be in your study group, or if they slip into Ebonics, God forbid, or give you some dap instead of a handshake, and asks if you know random black people who have nothing in common with you other than their blackness, yeah, that person. Well, the key to dealing with these people, obviously, publicly, unabashedly calling them out on their bullshit. When Blake comes over to your cubicle, publicly say, Blake, I know the white handshake. Let's do that from now on, okay? The white handshake? Wow. Oh, it's great to be white in America in 2017, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop. You can find the rest of the article on theroot.com. It's pretty hilarious. Remember, the title of the article is For Black People Who Have to Deal with White People This Week. So I hope you're all enjoying this video as much as I am. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate. I'm going to be having death threats, dox threats, threats of physical violence. You know, my video, Love for My Haters, yesterday should have explained all that. But just in case you did get a kick out of this video, watch out. There's going to be more videos coming, and I'm even going to make some digs at white people. All right. Hope you have a great day. Check you all later.